Hello, welcome to the Monster Train 2 Roguelike deckbuilder game. The Monster Train 2 Destiny of the Railforged DLC is available on Steam right now. If you guys interested, go check out the game. The link is in the description. Okay, so I'm getting very close to maxing out all the soul. So the footage that you're seeing right now is the run that I did with the largest league and Melton Remnant clan. I had really fun with those clan combo. The way that you can remove the debuff from the enemy and also removing the buff from the enemy at the same time is so good with the stealth, with the reanimation and whatnot. It was so fun. So that's the footage you are seeing right now. And so all that's left for me to do is to just level up one last soul. So that's the Pyro mode clan soul, which means I have to beat the final boss with the Pyrebon clan. So I'm gonna go with the Railforged clan with the Pyrebon clan, and it seems like they're gonna have really good synergy because lots of their unit has like an ability, and the Pyrebon clan has a couple of artifacts that has to do with the ability. So let's see how that works. So here we go. Okay, finally made it to the final boss with the Railforged clan, Pyrebon clan together. So this is my deck. The champion have with the weapon craft. The artificial apply 30 attack and armor 20 to the equipped friendly unit. So that's not bad, but I kinda like the scrap metal one the best. We have alchemy, so this one's kinda useless now, so because we're at the final boss, so we might want to get rid of it. The assembly room. So I managed to get the assembly room, so this room costs a lot, but it's very powerful room because you can create a copy of a front friendly non-champion unit and descend it. So it's not gonna keep the equipment, but it does keep all the other buffs and the stats. So this is really powerful. And we have Crucible Steward with the Audible with a lots of stats. That's kind of nice. Extra one here. Echo Bolt, Flicker. Just want to get the win with this. Forge Steward. Unfortunately, I could not get the Endless. So this one is kind of weak. And two Full Throttle, one Guildmonger. This one's kind of useless for the final boss. One Golden Touch with the Magic Power Soul, so it's very powerful. And one Hammerfall, one Hodger's Hammer, one Hothead, my main unit, and one Magnetic Relay. This spell can be quite fun, but you gotta be very careful with this spell because sometimes it just kills your unit. When I resummon the unit with the magnetic relay, sometimes it just kills it. I have no idea why that's happening. Maybe it's because of the spell chain. Not sure why that's happening. And two merge equipment. So this one, I merged the Hodger's Hammer with the Mind Cage and I duplicated. So this is very strong. The Mind Cage resolve is cooldown by one. So lots of the unit with the Railforged clan and Pyro clan has ability. So the more we have, more Mind Cage we have, the better. Railgun. I tried to find the railgun, but I found the railgun at the very end. That's why this one only has like one upgrade. So renovate, salvage machine, Circle of Wealth, Tomb of Contract. Okay, this is my deck. Here we go. Final boss. I mean, we are not overpowered, but still very good. Okay, so we have Guildmonger. Don't care about this, but I do want to get rid of it. Problem is, I need to set up at the top, so I gotta make sure this guy survives. So this is pretty good. That's not the one that we want. I want the merged one. So we need the portable. This guy might die. So I think I have to put you at the front. Echo Bolt is really good up here, but we have. Oh, I can hold on. We can copy my strongest unit, assembly room at the top, and as long as this unit doesn't die with one hit from the boss, we can copy it, and that means I want to keep the echo bolt for later. So here, the have behind our salvage machine right here. The Guildmonger can just go, I don't care. Forge Steward can just go. I guess we just put this on new. Another Steward at the back. As long as you don't die with one hit, okay, we are fine. So with this assembly room, it's going to create a copy of this. Well, you're not gonna keep the equipment. So there you go. So it's a cardless unit, but it does keep all the stats. So very powerful. So that means we can put the Mind Cage on new. So, ooh, we already got the Tomb of Contract. That's really nice. So not a bad start. So we put that on new. That's gonna reduce the cooldown by 1, which means I just use this, and now the reduce cooldown by 1. So the cooldown is actually 1 right now. Your cooldown is actually 1, and we can reduce cooldown with you. Now it's cooldown 1, and we can reduce the cooldown on you as well. Because every time we use ability, we get armor and we get attack because of the artifact we grab. So these two clans actually really good synergy. You want to spam lots of ability with your unit, basically. So your cooldown is 1, 1, 2, 2. It doesn't matter. And we put this on you, and you get more stat, and you can transfer that stat to you. That's a basic idea. And we want to remove this. Go. Okay, now we just want to remove this. It has a consume, so we can deal damage with that. So we scrap these. Bit of damage. I can use Magnet Relay to get put this back in my hand, and then just play it again to get extra scrap metal. But it is kind of risky because I don't know why, but sometimes we just lose a unit when I play this. So for example, I do this, and we get this back. Right, so when I play this back, sometimes we just lose the unit, and I just don't know why that's happening. Yeah, this guy's just here to get extra forge point, and that's it. Yeah, so you can play the railgun. I kind of have to play the railgun with lots of forge point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, another. We want to wealth here. Yeah, I want to get rid of the flicker. Okay. Not really getting much point here. I just keep stacking that on you. So basically every turn I can create square metal, and every turn I can smelt. So, pretty powerful combo. I just want to deal damage there. Okay, next turn we can copy the unit again. Again. Okay. Ooh, I could apply burst here instead. Okay, so let's copy. We have 2 down here. A double burst, full burst. Okay, so at this point we just kind of, yeah, I think we just play this here. I should have used this first. Ah, well. Okay, now I think we just killed the boss here. Yeah, this is kind of fun combo. But it does take a lot of like extra setup. So it did take me a long time to get all this like a proper setup. And that's the end of the boss. But I think you can do similar thing with the railgun. The only problem is the railgun not a banner unit, so you gotta find it and you gotta play it after deployment phase. Okay, so let's see what happens after the boss, because so with this, I'm basically maxed out on the soul level. Every soul is max level now. And not the best score, but fine. So that's okay, that's kind of same. Just 5 extra magic power, level 3. Doesn't seem that good. I mean, explosive is kind of okay, but okay, got a couple of master card. So this room is very strong, but it just costs way too much, so kind of difficult to use. But if you're a very powerful unit that you can copy, and it's gonna be really good. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, let's go back to that's it? I think what? Okay, okay. So all maxed out. All maxed out here. All maxed out here. What? Uh, so that's it? Nothing? No cutscene? No ending? Anything? Really? Ah, so we don't even get the card frame or anything? I was kind of hoping they would do something. I don't know, like extra cutscene, maybe like some kind of unlocks. Even if it's just like cosmetic unlock, but nothing. That is kind of disappointing. Oh well. So, well, I guess that's gonna be the end for the Destiny of the Way 4 DLC for now. Because I mean, I could do a couple more run, but I have no reason to actually play this mod anymore because everything is maxed out. I mean, I can just do it for fun, but it's just that compared to the like a normal game mode and the dimensional challenges, it doesn't unlock anything else. So it would be nice if you can actually get some kind of like a reward at the end. That would be kind of nice. I don't know, extra cutscene. Anyways, that took me a long time. So I had lots of fun with this DLC. Yeah, they were worth it, but uh, some part of this game mode different very unbalanced. So just my thoughts on this DLC is that I think it's worth the money. I had lots of fun. I think I spent like a 30 to like 40, maybe more than like 40 hours with this DLC. Like one extra clan and one free clan that we got from the update, the Wumpkin clan. The Railforged clan is kind of tricky to use until you unlock the other champion, Hep. Hojo is kinda weak compared to the Hep. I think Hojo needs some extra, like a balance update, because if you want to play Hojo, you really need to generate weapon, but Hojo cannot do that, but Hep can. So Hojo really needs the support from the other clan, and Hep is much more reliable with the smelt mechanic. You can get tons of forge point with the Hep compared to the Hojo. And with the Hojo, like there's like a one part, like upgrade pass that's very tricky to use. Like you have to focus your build with the Pyre, and there's only very few cards that can interact with the Pyre. So it's very risky and it's very difficult to set it up. So I mean, it's a fun idea, but it's just a very difficult setup. So yeah, I think Herjo needs a bit of rework or some kind of like a balance update. And the Railforged clan itself is probably not the best clan for the Soul Saver mod. Um, it's just that you need to like a power spike really fast in the early game. And with the Railforged clan, you need to stall. You need to stall a lot, to get the forge point and get the build going. And most of like a core unit that you need to use does not have banner. So you have to grab it. And I think the idea is to get larger forge point. And when you grab those like a core unit, like such as like a railgun, a sentry turret, and whatnot, then you want to spend the forge point to summon that unit so you can increase the stat when you summon it. I think that's the basic idea with that clan. The clan itself has really good equipment, and like there's like a couple of equipment that's kind of tricky to use. The burst mechanic is like a temporary multi strike that you can stack if you're being very careful. So you can literally like a one shot the boss if you're being really careful with the burst mechanic. So most of the time, I love to set up at the top and just like try to delay the enemy as much as possible with the Railforged clan, so you can stack up lots of forge point and and when you have enough forge point and you just use it with the equipment or unit to get tons of extra stat and just beat the enemy with that. So it is kind of tricky clan to use, but once you get used to it, it is pretty good clan. I think it's going to work very well with the normal game mode. So you can smelt card, which means you can smelt the light or scourge card as well. So it's very easy way to get rid of those annoying blight and scourge cards. It's really good. Wumpkin clan, that's like a free update clan. It's also not bad. I had lots of fun with those clans. The one the one build that I didn't really have fun with was the egg mechanic. It's kind of hard to get the egg mechanic going, so that's something I need to experiment with for sure in the future. So the game mode itself, right now, when you first start playing the game mode, it can be very difficult because you have no idea how the game mode works, and you have no souls unlocked. So you gotta get the meta progression with the soul unlock going. And once you unlock enough soul, and once you level a couple of like a very uh, overpowered soul, then you're gonna have much more easier time. And once you figure out which soul is the like the best to start with, then it becomes much easier, and you can have lots of fun with different build. You can get really broken, overpowered really fast. You get really lucky uh, in the early game. So there's that. And you kind of have to do that because otherwise you just cannot deal with the enemies like a sniper, Malas, Widowbloom, all those like a different mechanic. Some of those mechanics can be very annoying to deal with, but once you know what it is, then you can sort of try to build your deck around it. Another thing is that with this game mode, going for champion focus build is not a good idea most of the time because you cannot put the soul on the champion, so it kind of makes combat focused champion very weak. So they will need to rebalance that for sure. And some souls are just too strong, and some souls are just kind of useless most of the time. Some souls are very situational for very specific builds. So there's that. But still, I had lots of fun. Once you get used to it, it can be very fun game mode. But until you get used to it, until you unlock enough soul, it can be very difficult to beat. Yeah, I was kind of hoping unlocking all the soul and leveling up all the soul will unlock something. I don't know, like a secret ending or something like that. But nothing. But I had fun. I mean, that's my thought on the DLC. Just my opinion. Just keep that in mind. So that is gonna be it for now. So this is Monster Train 2 Roguelike deck builder game. So Monster Train 2 Destiny of the Railforged DLC is available on Steam right now. If you guys interested, go check out the game. The link is in the description. So that's gonna be the end for DLC for now because I have no reason to play the Soul Saber mode anymore basically. So I'm probably gonna go back to the normal game mode, maybe like do the dimensional challenge once in a while. But there's still a lot left for me to do with this game. So much content. Yeah, even with this DLC alone, I spent like a 40 hours already. So yeah, I had fun. I had fun. Anyway, I think that is gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Bye.